You know, it is almost August, and as many people think of August, they think of wedding season. Last August, we had nothing, right, because of COVID, but this year things are different. Joining me in our Tower District studios today is Kimberly with the International Wedding Festival.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me again.
So August 8th, what is happening? We're headed to Clovis.
We're heading into Clovis. We're going to be at the Regency Event Center. And I'm so excited to just say we're back. We are back live. We are back in person. We are back, face-to-face discussions and planning weddings. And it's an exciting time for couples again. No longer being shut out of events, but really being able to plan in an exciting space. So,
have you seen a lot of weddings just this far in July?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And in fact, one of the biggest concerns that couples are facing right now is that there's been pent-up demand. So a lot of couples had to put off their wedding, and now all the halls are booked. They can't find their photographer. They can't find all those products and services that they're looking for because they're booked. So at the International Wedding Festival, couples will be able to come out there and really match calendars and look at who's available. Another great thing is we're going to offer 1,000 bridal bucks to the first 50 couples that come at 11 and at 1 o'clock. So they'll have some spending
50?
money. Yes,
wow.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. That's great. Now, this is going to be happening at the Regency Event Center. Mm-hmm. That's in Clovis, Sean Barstow?
Between Sean Barstow on Willow. So 1600 Willow.
Okay,
yeah.
Great.
It used to be an old theater.
Huh.
So it's been converted into this amazing event space. Plenty of parking, as you can imagine a theater would have. It's got plenty of parking.
Sure.
And beautiful chandeliers, beautiful walls. They've got marble floors. It's a perfect backdrop for a wedding or an event.
You guys have been having other events throughout the summer, is that right?
Yes. We actually had one in Yosemite. I was here with you for that
That's right.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
How'd that go?
It went great, and it actually sprinkled that day, so we got a little bit of rain. It was like a little bonus there. Uh-huh. So I think everyone is just ready to get back to talking about wedding planning and trends again and what's happening. We had our Sacramento event in Turlock, and next week we're in Santa Clara, so we're moving around. This next one's kind of interesting. We're going to be at Great America Park.
Oh, cool.
I know, and I thought, what better place to celebrate being back live and in person and having some fun with wedding planning? Might as well go to the theme park and have a great time. So we've got a stilt walker coming out, and I think Marilyn Monroe's going to be there. And just having some fun. I mean, I think what people forget, what couples have been forced to forget, is that wedding planning is supposed to be fun. It's the best time of your life, and they kind of got robbed a little bit on this whole planning process in the midst of the pandemic. So we want to bring fun back.
So, the couples that are going to be out on August 8th.
Yes.
Would you say the average time that they are preparing for, what's the mark?
I would plan on spending a couple hours there.
Okay.
There is a caterer and a restaurant next door with Indian food. If you love Indian cuisine, you could, stop in the middle of your planning, have a fine meal, and then head back into planning. We are going to have fashions all day long. So we've got gowns, we've got Mother of the Bride, we've got bridesmaids. I think there's a few flower girls in there. So tons of fashions to see. And I just left Madeline's. Sherry Mosher is the owner there, and she showed us some of the latest trends, and they're drop dead gorgeous.
I want to talk about that. Yeah, what is in here in 2021, and even looking ahead to 2022?
And I think a lot of the trends really still are that princess, a lot of bling, a lot of sparkle. We're seeing a lot of the Swarovski crystal still, and the things that really stand out. There happened to be a bride there trying on her 3 favorite gowns while we were there. And they were one was just as stunning as the other. And it's like, don't you wish you could just wear 3 gowns throughout the entire day? I mean, it's like
then you don't have to choose
right
as much.
as much. So the mom thought, no, we should just stick to one. But, you know, it was worth a try.
The mom always has that intuition.
Yes,
she has the
absolutely.
final answer, too.
Yes, yeah. It was really great being in the middle of that experience. There's a lot of champagne colors. You know, whites are still in, and the ivories, of course. But, you know, we are seeing more color coming through the gowns, and that's wonderful.
You know, I mean, I remember, you know, planning my wedding with my wife, and some of my favorite memories was going to shows like yours.
Yeah.
You know, because you get to kind of relax for a little bit, because there's fun involved as well.
Absolutely. And I always tell couples, just take your time. You know, the wedding professionals are there to answer your questions. They want to be of service. It may not be the appropriate time to talk about the finer details. You might go there and book a lot of consultations, but it's a great place to come where everyone's assembled in one room. You can do some comparative shopping, you can see the latest trends, and then book those consultations for things like venues, where you might want to go out and do a walkthrough of the venue, you know, really study those contracts and talk about the fine details of your wedding before you sign on the dotted line. But whether you're making decisions there, because I also want to stress to people that if you find a DJ or a photographer that you absolutely love, book them, because there's that pent-up demand.
Exactly.
And you don't want to kind of get locked out of your date without services. So, you know, we have the bridal bucks there that can be applied with our participating vendors. So you'll want to have that conversation with them of how those can be applied. You know, is it just on the day of? Is it through the end of the week? You know, how long do those last? And they'll be able to, you know, walk you through that process. So I would use it as a great time to bring your shopping list. A lot of times people forget the things, you know, you get distracted by so many fun trends and things. Sometimes you can get off track. So if you have a list, just like when you go to the grocery store, the things that you're really checking off to get finished, it will help keep you on track.
August 8th.
August 8th.
Regency Event Center in Clovis.
Yes.
People can get more information online?
Online at our website, internationalweddingfestival.com.
Perfect. Very good. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Have a fun event.
Yes.
And
bring your wife out. Come
I
out
know,
and check
right?
it out.
I know.
Yes.
I'm trying to think if we have any friends. Oh, I do have one friend. She's getting married in a couple weeks in New York. And it was the same thing. I was talking to her, and she was like, yeah, it's just been, everybody's booked.
Yes.
So
yeah, we're seeing that, especially with venues. It's been a really hard time for folks to plan a wedding, but we've got some answers. Looking forward to seeing everyone there. Vow renewals are in.
Oh, they are?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
We'll have to talk about that next time.
That sounds great.
You know what would be fun is to find somebody that recently did a renewal.
Yeah,
You know?
there you go.
Why do you do it? What's the reason? You know,
Right.
So. All right. Kimberly, thank you so much. See you next time.
See you next time.
All right. I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We'll be right back.
Wedding planning doesn't have to be stressful. Attend a live, in-person wedding festival to meet the area's finest wedding pros and get answers to all your questions. See the latest trends, find the gown of your dreams, and check off the to-dos on your wedding planning list. This is a fun event all about you and your special day. So grab your bridesmaids, mom, and BFF and discover decor ideas, inspiration, and the perfect wedding professionals to make your dream wedding come true. It's almost time for the next International Wedding Festival, so get your tickets now.